So I'm Dollface, obviously. I taught myself how to do makeup. I overcame the eyebrow barrier, and once I debuted my first face, bitch, it was up from there. Makeup is such a powerful tool. Like, I used to reject it a lot when I was a kid. My mom used to try to put it on me. I used to be like, girl, you need it, I don't. Like if you don't have a 20-step skincare routine, like, girl, I got tips for you. Or he had an LLC. I was like, I need one of those. So once I got the job at MAC Cosmetics, that was a push and a pull for me. And then I moved here to Nashville, pretty much like promised the job, and then I didn't land the job. I can get more into this like in my main channel, because this is more about the positivity side of it and not how I'm hard on myself. But hi, my name is Lauren. I am a pro MUA and freelancer here in Nashville, Tennessee. And I am also founder and CEO of Dollface LLC. And if you're not aware of what Dollface mean, who is Dollface, all that, is me. The tattoo I just showed you, it actually reads Dollface in cursive. It's been my banner art for some time now, and so I ended up just getting a tattoo of the banner art. So bitch, I'm as legit as they come. So the background with that, when I was a kid, my mom sometimes used to call me Dollface, and she would say doll. So she'd be like, hey doll. Or I also grew up watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Not that I like so much so support or even watch them nowadays, because I don't, and that shit with Diddy, like, they're totally involved. But whatever, if you know them, like, they were always calling me the doll. I grew up just like loving the terminology, and before I became a professional makeup artist, I used to own a lash brand. I am from the south side of Chicago. I grew up there for about 18 years. Well, I grew up there and then I lived there for about 18 years until I moved to Portland, Oregon for school. I started doing makeup in December of 2018. I did have like 2 friends in my whole, like, actually 3. The third one actually got me into makeup. She was a high school friend of mine. Her name's Kiara. Shout out to Kiara. She's an esthetician now, so go follow Velvet Skin Lab. I'm pretty sure that's what she's called. But so with that, I'm self-taught. I taught myself makeup. It took me 3 months to learn how to do my eyebrows, and then because I started in December, by my 21st birthday, no, what the fuck am I talking about? Girl, my 17th birthday, I did my first like full glam debut. I never like went outside like in makeup because I thought that I looked like a clown. At that point, I was wearing makeup in school, maybe like for special occasions. Then it became more frequently. I never had like really bad acne, just like around here growing up. I wasn't fast, so I didn't have fast bumps. And yeah, so just doing like simple beats or whatever. And then I decided to come out with my own lash company because I had like sourced my own vendors, which I do have a vendor's ebook. It's called Start That Business if you want to see what that's giving, but I'll mention ebooks later on in the video. If not, late 2019, early 2020, I had my lash brand. I used to just drive around the city and just like drop lashes off to girls. People would just do like pickups from me, and I actually did have a few shipments because during that time moved to Oregon for college thinking that I wanted to own some Fortune 500 fucking company, I don't know, and yeah, we see where that went. Anyways, I used to run my lash company in the dorms, and I can actually link some videos of like me and my business side when I used to live in the dorms, if I still have some of those videos on my main account. Had a boyfriend that I took from Chicago to Oregon. He was a fucking liar and a cheater part of that time, majority of the time. So if it wasn't my toxic relationship, I was just worried about my business. And then I got a fucking roommate, and that was short-lived actually, because I had the roommate and I decided to kind of like chill on the business thing, but I was still running it because once her bitch ass moved out, I can give you a roommate horror story on my main account if you're interested in that. Once my roommate moved out, I was able to run my business, do my thing. I had both sides of the dorm, bitch, I was good. I used to just like drop my shipments off at the dining hall, whatever. And so that brand was called Such a Doll Beauty. And I actually do have some boxes somewhere, if I can just think about where I stored them right now. Give me 1 second. Okay, so these were my lashes. This is what the box used to look like. I had like a pop-up. This is actually still my email, bitch. she was cool as hell. And I keep little examples like this just to inspire me, because I was dead ass like 17, 18 when I drew these out, sent them to a vendor, waking up at like 2 a.m. to like talk to Chinese vendors across the country or across the world, bitch. And yeah, this is my product. So this was one of my lash boxes actually, because when I had the volume of my sales, I had this other type of box, which I might have one of those somewhere like dug in the ass crack of the crevice of my apartment, but that's for a separate day. Second year of college, I met my actual good roommate, whom I have a matching tattoo with, my good hermana, Diana. And Diana was worth me, well, I guess I shouldn't say this, because she never told me like, you should stop your business because your fucking shit's taking up too much of the dorm. She didn't say that, but I just felt like it was a lot. The dorm was smaller, it was a nicer dorm, so I just really wanted to focus on like the college life. At that point, I had friends, and I wanted to like do more of the social college thing. I closed down shop, did that whole thing, and now I'm back and I'm better. Once I met my boyfriend Cooper, I'm not even gonna lie to you. When I met him and he had an LLC, I was like, I need one of those. I had been wanting an LLC because again, I had a business before, and I had done the whole, because it was 2020, so like I used to be on YouTube all day looking at all those girls' videos. Part of them are just like doing the sales, making the money. They won't be nothing in 10 years, and then some of them are actually giving you like the business tea, the AI would give you today. And like I used to watch both of those videos, so I was somewhere in between. And when I met him, he had an LLC, he's a producer. I was like, if I'm gonna talk to him, bitch, I'm not gonna be a bum. So again, I was just in college, just doing something, and glad I did the makeup thing because I didn't finish school, and it was because of finances. And one, if I had started sooner, I could have maybe had made the money for myself already. Just not had to start from scratch. I was in a college town. I did go to a PWI by choice, so it's like I didn't have a bunch of girls like it would be in like a Houston or in my hometown Chicago. If you go to like NIU or something, you can find people that want to look like a glam doll every day, because bitches really don't do that. He dropped like the second seed of inspiration, because again, like I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit, and that's also the kind of jobs I did in college. I decided to just like pick up, found my LLC, get me a bank account. I knew I wanted to start doing makeup, so I was like, once the money funnels in, I want to be able to have somewhere to, you know, I did everything legit, everything went awry. I moved. That is pretty much a little bit of a background around Dollface, where I started the brand all that. And I would have known that one, because I moved out here to Tennessee to be a real estate agent actually. Makeup is just like something fun to do. But if I fucking known I wanted to be a realtor and actually chase that dream before, or a makeup artist, like neither one of those things require college at all. So like maybe that's why God snatched me out of it, but we'll discuss and debate that later on in life. I'm kind of scorned, but I'm getting over things. I'm trying to lean on God and just like, you know, build my community. And I realized that I didn't grow up knowing a lot of people in the beauty scene in Chicago. I still don't. Like I went out there actually to get certified for makeup. I host Sway Martinez, super dope. So now I get like the discount and everything. Honestly been a journey that's had to have a lot of turnaround for me, like mentally. I'm Aquarius also. Oh yeah, I should say that, bitch. My birthday's February 12th. I'm Aquarius. So if anybody's Aquarius, comment down below and I literally will subscribe back, because we need to stick together. So once I got the job at MAC Cosmetics, that was a push and a pull for me, because I was getting out of the whole college thing, feeling rejected from that. And then I moved here to Nashville, was pretty much like promised the job, and then I didn't land the job. We can discuss if you want to know why, because I honestly would fucking love to tell my testimony. I really would. I would love to handle it myself actually. I have to let God handle it, because the consequences I fear might be too fucking drastic. If I had children, I couldn't accept someone stopping my cash flow. You know, if I wasn't a great artist, like that would be one thing. If clients didn't like me, that would be another thing. If I sucked at sales, that would be another thing, but I don't. So there's no fucking reason. If you want the tea on that, let me know, but I didn't get the job there. And so that was another hard hit to my self-esteem and confidence. You know, post not finishing college on time. Now I'm back at the point where I don't want to be bitter. I don't want to go to hell. I want to be around women who are not intimidated by my confidence, but inspired by it, and women who inspire me the same way, because I realized that I've had maybe a bunch of friends who do things and they're amazing people, but they don't do things in the realm that I do things, and they don't do things that I want to do. Because I did work as a MAC artist, I was a pro makeup artist, and that lasted for about 8-9 months, but literally because I decided to move my ass to Nashville, not because like anything went wrong with my job. Besides, hating bitches, don't be a hating ass girl. Be a fucking girl's girl, because I swear to God, it's gonna come back on your ass in life. And you just better hope it doesn't come back in the form of your husband cheating on you. So yeah, as an adult, like I realized it's not about like morphing your face. It's really about enhancing your natural beauty and really like feeling confident. And when I did makeup, like it became not about me. In another video, I'll give you a backstory, like more in detail about like what pushed me to start and like where my head was at when I started makeup. I have some projects coming up soon that'll kind of like guide you as an artist to, you know, do the same, be in that same headspace, and if not, make it a career, like make it a hobby. For example, makeup for the modern day doll, because like that's, I mean, it's kind of a career for me at this point. I really want it to be a hobby, so I am at a weird place in my life and I'm in my 20s, so don't judge me for what it is right now. This is a new blog, also available in an ebook, like digital download form. You can pay for it on my website for $12. You know, modernize your makeup routine. If you got a routine that's been going since, you know, early 2017, you're still doing the whole airbrush, cloud skin, because like that works, like I got that going. But you know, there's evolution. Evolution is a thing, so we have to evolve. Skincare 101, airbrush and cloud effects, like we love, but we just need to learn how to marry it into like what's going on nowadays, you know, because we're all about the shimmers and the metallics and the thin eyebrows and all that. The laminated brows, baby, you definitely want your shit like slicked up. This is something that's gonna come out like quarterly. I'm also gonna have like a playlist on this channel for that, because I do think I want to, you know, drop tidbits and like do videos that remind you that it's still out, available for purchase. And also like when you get the blog, it's an interactive format, you know what I mean? It's gonna have more information in the blog than what's just in the ebook, and way the fuck more information than what's in this freaking newspaper I printed. And I do have a few of these, so like if you really wanted one, literally comment and I'll send one to you. I'm glad you think so, but
I don't think so, I know so.
I'm just trying to not be gross. Don't sit here and think about eating all day. Don't watch Housewives all day. I'm just really fighting all my vices. Where was I? I have a side Instagram, actually. I have a spam I can show you. It's called The Diary Post Unofficial. Well, technically it's my third account. 𝗏𝗏 is my business account, and then this would be my blog space, like my digital blog space. And so the Diary Post is like another blog platform that I have. It's actually my very first. It's where I like discuss like my real world issues or opinions or poetry or whatever I'm feeling that month. I put all of that on there, and so that's the kind of content you mostly can find on Instagram, but I'm gonna do better with actually pushing my business out there, because I realized I have a solid idea, a solid shaky plan that, you know, kind of goes like that, but like whose life doesn't? Dive deeper into like specific techniques. I know I've gotten a lot of questions with girls asking me, do I have like a course out? I do have a masterclass coming up soon. It's gonna be called Makeup for Dummies. Let me know if that's a little offensive, but again, like I'm from Chicago. That's like a nice thing to say, like dumb, please. It doesn't imply that anybody's dumb. Full disclaimer, nobody's dumb here. And that's a season that I'm in too. I'm trying to learn how to be nicer to myself and, you know, not be so negative in tone and just be a proper Proverbs 31 lady. That's what I'm trying to do. I struggle with putting resources like this out there because I don't feel like I'm qualified, because sometimes I don't feel like I'm qualified to like speak on certain things, or like with the makeup thing. Now that I've had a job at MAC Cosmetics, I do now realize like you're a professional, you're a pro, like you got certified, you're twice certified actually, like figure your shit out, stop being insecure. But as an Aquarius, like I don't like when people just like talk and they don't know what the fuck they talking about. Like, you know, anybody can just get up anywhere and say that they're anything because they feel that way. And you can be anything you want to be when you grow up, and like totally. I want to embrace more of that positivity and that optimism. But I also want to be about it because I said I'm about it. Like if I say I'm doing it, I'm one to fucking do it. So I'm in the place of, you know, putting things into motion. If I say I'm gonna do something, actually fulfilling the duty. I'm trying to help the girls like embrace the full totality of the lifestyle. Like over here we're gonna discuss makeup, but like if you frequently fancy my other channel, recently, literally last night, just came out with a new resource. It's called Don't Forget to Carry On. I have a guide for a high maintenance doll. So if you're a person that like forgets your stuff all the time, or you're always like running late like me, I like to pack my bag for my flight like same day and finish around like 1 a.m. to need to get to the airport at 2 just to not make it there until 4:30 and make the flight. I'm that girl. I don't know about you, and I'm definitely, like I said, we're working on better habits, but if you are that girl, I've decided to make a resource that helps you out for makeup for the modern day doll. So around November 1st you can expect volume 2. I won't give you too much information on what that'll be, but obviously if you're in the makeup industry and you're playing in the beauty world, we're gonna be on that wave together. And with that being said, I'm gonna stop rambling. On my website, About Me tab is called HBIC because I am the HBIC. I was gonna put HDIC, like head doll in charge, but then I was like, that sounds like HDICK, and like that's gross, but I love you. I also like don't have anything like verbal going on for the channel yet, like, oh my god, my name is this, welcome back to this. I might start with like, hi, it's Lauren, welcome. No, but I see, I mean, on social media I go by Lorena. Growing up, like one of my friends' mom used to call me Lorena, whatever. Anyways, Lauren, this is a business. What am I talking about? Like literally my name is Lauren. I don't know why I'm trying to be something I'm not. I could say, hi, it's Lauren, welcome to, because in my other one it's like, welcome to back to my channel, but like that's nothing like special. I'm gonna have to think about it. You know, like Bougie Barbie, she's like, it's a bougie way, no way, period. Like that's, it's her, like it's cute. Like welcome to the dollhouse where you something I don't know, but my camera just died, so I love you and be safe and stay cute and drink your fucking water.